question is, why am I paired with you again?
Why not?
You got see the comments?
No, what did they say?
You don't see better, I think.
What did they say?
Apparently,
Yeah.
we seem like a couple.
And with that, welcome to another episode of Inbook Tries Everything. Today, we have all the bread in front of us, and it's from
Sweet Heng! We have 25 different breads in front of us, and they're actually all savory breads only. We'll just see how well this video does. If it does well and you all like this kind of content, then we'll have part 2 where we try all the sweet breads.
Okay, our very first one, the classic. Do you call it hot dog bun or sausage bun?
I call it hot dog bun.
Hot dog bun, I call it hot dog bun also. Sausage, people who say sausage bun so pretentious. It's sausage.
I really like the buns on hot dog buns.
That's what everyone says. They say
Because
like,
it's sweet.
it's a very homely taste. It's like the taste of childhood, right?
Yeah.
Hot dog bun very hard to get wrong. If you get wrong hot dog bun, then you just close down. What? B for baseline.
Yes, whatever he said. I think we didn't give it an A, right? Because it's not amazing. It's like a staple bread.
Next one, what? Do you know what's this?
Oh, corn. Is that corn? Eh? Egg.
Egg.
Mayo. Mmm. I'm confused by your facial expression.
Bro, I'm confused by the taste. What's the sweet one?
There's this sweet mayo sauce on top.
I thought it's supposed to be savory bun.
Okay.
No, it's not
Okay.
savory.
Okay, hear me out. Everything here is savory except the sweet mayo. I think it's supposed to cut through the savoriness.
E.
E?
E.
Okay, I give it a C because I honestly would still pick the sausage bun over this anytime. I'll only pick this, right, if I'm craving for something sweet and savory at the same time on the bun.
Parmesan cheese.
That sounds delicious.
You need to know, right? Just now we had ham over there also, right? But this ham like a lot bigger piece
Yeah.
than that one. They look like slivers of ham. This one is like a piece of ham.
Right. Wow, a lot of cheese there. A lot of cheese. Wow, it smells very cheesy.
Cheese and ham never goes wrong, huh? Just now, that one was a lot sweeter. This one a lot more savory. It's a huge piece of ham inside there. There's cheese on top, in the middle. Everything just plays out nicely, no? A.
B.
It's a good bread. There's balance. I was apprehensive about the sauce, right? But sauce turns out everything goes well together, lah. We have what it looks like to be a garlic bread.
Garlic parmesan.
Oh my god, and we love garlic.
They like putting parmesan on everything. I'll be very happy if this was the sausage bun, because right now the bun is a bit dry. And then when you baked out parmesan for too long, right, it loses moisture.
It's not one of the best garlic buns I've had from neighborhood bakeries.
Yeah.
I've had better.
With sausage as the baseline.
C. Hey, same.
Yeah, C. C for same. Just like how C starts with letter S. Because if I got fused for a garlic bun and it's the only garlic bun around, right, I'll buy that lor. But if I got no fuse for a garlic bun, then I'll buy sausage bun lor.
Same. This is my favorite. Spider web. Can you see? You know what is it? I don't know if this is called spider web, but I first had a spider web at DJ Bakery. Okay, it usually looks like this.
Yeah.
It actually looks like this.
Yeah,
but I think this
usually-
is their version of the spider web. What is this called?
Chicken ham and chicken floss.
Yes, it's
Where's
spider
the-
web.
Come, tell us about your favorite spider web.
The base is like a sweet bun with either chicken ham or sausage, and then they will put like chicken floss on top and the sweet mayo that you're not very used to cut through all the savoriness. Oh no. This is unfortunately not a spiderweb bread. As in, it's not a very good spiderweb bread to me because the ones that I'm used to, right, there's a very nice balance between like sweet and savory. But in this case, right, all I can taste now is the chicken floss and the sweet mayo. There's a lot of chicken floss to the point where it's a little bit too sweet. E.
I can't imagine who would buy this over other sweet flavored
Right.
breads. This one I'll save for lunch for tomorrow, so I'll just go leave it here.
Why?
You know that I grew up with luncheon meat bread. Luncheon meat never go wrong one.
I'm curious, does this luncheon meat taste the same as from your childhood?
It tastes very clean though. And I'm not used to that. I like the slightly broiled, pan fried that kind. So when you eat inside, right, then you bite, then there's the low-key crust. That's my perfect luncheon meat bread if you ask me.
E.
E?
Eh, sorry.
Is it E?
There's this strange, chewy, QQ texture that I'm not used to. Usually when I bite into luncheon meat, right, it's just soft.
Right.
This looks strangely familiar to the one we had at Q Bread.
But the Q bread, oh my god,
That
the Q
was
bread
so
one.
good.
Q bread really got chicken then you wasted one piece of chicken
So we were just told by the producers that this is actually a curry potato and not curry chicken, so we are both a little bit disappointed.
What's the point?
This is like a predominantly sweet curry bun. He's sian again because very sweet. S. Like curry bun standards, I think just forget it.
What we have here is a mini chicken sausage pizza.
Do you know what this reminds me of? When I was younger, I would like tell my mom, Mommy, I want to eat pizza. Then she don't have the ingredients, right? So she just throw everything on bread.
So everything on bread is pizza lah.
You know, when I was younger lah. But now I grew up there, I know it's not lah.
Your mom's a genius eh.
Yeah.
Gee, get out of here. F lah. After we finish the chicken sausage pizza, right? Now we are going for the mini chicken ham pizza. Same ingredients, except they swap out the sausage for ham strips. It's not even a whole piece of ham like the one that we had, just ham strips.
Yeah.
I am not thrilled about this at all.
I really do not like this ketchup that they're using. It's so sweet. For context, Hafiz is here with us. And he likes this. Oh, Gerald is here too. Oh my god. I'm being terrorized. Oh my god. Why are they here? Why are they here? Eee! Oh my god! You like?
I don't hate lah. It's not the first bread I will buy, but I can eat.
S to S.
will take your rating for this one. C.
E.
G.
F.
Get out! No!
Okay, this is the garlic parmesan chicken sausage bread, and apparently, according to the producers, it was the last one left on the shelf.
I think that's a good reason why lah.
Yeah.
And I'm very excited to try this.
Okay, let's go.
Cheers.
This is really like putting very simple ingredients together that complement each other very well.
S.
A.
It's good.
S?
It's good.
Wow.
Simple ingredients. Sweet bread, savory sausage, savory garlic bread, fragrant garlic even, and the whole cheese adds that underlying tone lah, as much as you eat it.
Okay, everybody, this is called triple cheese. I love myself like a plain bread with cheese. It's like a very standard neighborhood bakery cheese bun. And I think on top is parmesan cheese, right?
Yeah.
The parts that are more burnt, very nice. Because it
I
adds a
agree.
nice char.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the other parts that are not charred, right? Taste a little bit one-dimensional.
C. Mushroom chicken ham bread bun.
Actually pretty good.
The moment I ate this bread, right, it reminded me of a Shopee Duke mushroom soup bread bowl.
I think I would have preferred it if it was a covered bun like this. Then there will be more room to put more filling. D. Let's go.
Brandon, you know how you feel about this?
I know. I feel like this is actually my favorite out of the ketchup lot that
Oh,
I tried. For some reason, the ketchup goes quite well with the fish fillet.
Yeah.
So strange.
I don't hate this as much as I hate the rest.
Yeah. D.
I'll never buy this. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the otah bun. I feel that when I put it in my mouth, right, the otah lacked a bit of bite. This tasted like a otah inside a bread. End of the day.
D.
This is a chicken floss bread.
The mayo kind of works here. With the pork floss and the bread, right? There needs to be an element of moisture in the bread.
But I would rather it be done in butter instead. Do you see how much there is?
Oh, there's a lot on your side.
Which probably means why I don't like it a lot more than you do,
Right.
right? Because I've got a lot more of that sweetness
Okay.
that I don't really enjoy.
D. This is the first time I've heard this, but this is egg mayo chicken floss. I've never tasted this combination before. Wow, I actually do not like this more than the ketchup stuff.
Bro, they are the same level for me lah. Yeah, they're out of the scale already.
G.
G will get out!
Get out of here! No, thank you.
This is the chicken sausage egg mayo. And yeah, I hope the
And-
sausage saves it lah.
It's not that bad.
No,
It tastes like the regular sausage
Sausage
bun,
bread.
then they throw on egg mayo.
I was talking about how mushy the egg mayo is, right?
Yeah.
And it doesn't have a bite to it. So when you bite down for this bread, right, you can't really taste the egg. You taste the sweetness of the mayo, lah, obviously, lah, right? But the thing that saves this bread lah, is the sausage.
D. E, yeah, E. Yeah, D for me because there's no reason why I would get this over a sausage bun. This is the healthy wholemeal tuna. Ooh.
Yeah, you can smell it, right?
Smells quite good.
Cheers.
Cheers. Brandon.
I'm so apprehensive because it's gonna be that sweet bread taste again. That I am getting a bit sick of.
I am a tuna lover, right? But I can't decide whether I like the feeling because it's a little bit too salty for my liking. I think if they decrease the salt a little bit in the tuna, I will get this.
Maybe they use a canned one.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
C. Black pepper chicken fillet. This is my secondary school, the chicken patty lah.
It looks hella dry. with your favorite mayonnaise. It tastes like the McDonald's McMuffin, the patty.
It's exactly that. Is it?
And it's also because the patty just doesn't go well with sweet bread or freaking sweet mayonnaise. I don't even know how to improve this. F. If it's the last thing on the shelf, right, I will not get. I will just drink water and sleep. Over here we have the double chicken frankfurter, and not again with the freaking ketchup. Ah,
What IKEA taste one?
yeah.
What IKEA sausage taste one?
The sausage different. This sausage different.
Frankfurter.
Oh my god. It really tastes like.
Oh my.
It's time, it's a sign.
Hey, you want to fight or what? You want to fight, is it? Hey.
Hey, you think riding e-bike
You know what this reminds me of? Whenever I go to IKEA with my family, right, my mom will go and buy the frozen, the hot dog, then she buy the bun, then you self-make at home.
5 for $5, the sausage and the bun.
Yeah, oh my god, this is IKEA hot dog bun. Dupe. In this case, right, the ketchup and the mayo actually works.
Oh yeah.
The ketchup and the mayo does add like a
Yeah.
nice sweet touch to the entire bun.
See, we have 3 layers of ingredients here. We have the ham, we have the egg mayo, and we have a layer of cheese.
Right. Wow.
I'm very curious, right, as to how they made this, because it's not. See, this is not like one piece of bread.
You think they put glue? I think the egg mayo didn't work in the past couple of breads because the breads were sweet.
Yes.
But in this case, because it's savoury, it works very well.
B.
Oh.
B.
You rate it the same as a sausage bun?
Yeah, I will buy sausage bun for breakfast. I will buy this for breakfast.
Okay, for me, I will get this for breakfast if I'm very, very hungry. Because it's really, really very filling.
Right.
This is the healthy nori grain series with Vienna with cheese. Nori as in nourishing.
Oh, shit. I thought seaweed.
Do you not see my face? Do you not see how shocked I was? You have freaking nori in this? I was like, yo! What's that taste? Poppy. It tastes like poppy.
Like the producer. In this case, have to give it to them. It does taste a bit healthy. The sausage is also nice.
As much as I am not a fan of the mayo, right? The fact that there's a big chunk of sausage there as compared to the tiny slices that we had previously, right? I think that helped a lot in easing that sweetness from
Right.
the mayo into the entire bun itself.
C. Yeah, because I think it's different from the other breads you've tried in a good way. It's also a good item if, say, I need to skip lunch.
Correct.
I got no time to eat, but I need
Correct.
something like filling and substantial. I'll get this.
And this is a pull apart, so you can slowly eat this also.
Yeah. So this is the chicken Vienna with cheese. Oh, actually, I really like this bun from other stores.
You tried before?
I tried from other stores, but not this.
At first glance, right, if you look at the inside, it's not like a whole piece of Vienna sausage. It's actually all cut up.
There's this like smoky flavor that I like, that a cheese Vienna sausage bread should have.
I'm not a fan of the sweetness, obviously, but the fact that they chose Vienna sausage and use that as an ingredient rather than the usual sausage, I think adds a lot more dimension to the entire bread.
A. What? Same.
Yeah.
Chicken ham, chicken floss fold over.
If they use spicy chicken floss, right, it will be so much better.
And also if they put it on top. Like what you said, when they put chicken floss in, and then they bake it, it gets soggy. I don't know why, during the baking phase, the moisture came out, but it's a lot more sweet
Yeah.
than when it's on the outside.
Yeah.
Like the sweetness just
Correct.
come out. It's like caramel,
Correct.
sugar.
No, it's not caramel sugar, but it's very, very sweet.
D. I would much rather get the other chicken floss buns with the chicken floss at the top.
So basically, this is like an astro bun that they cut out a nice enough gap to slide the entire piece of chicken ham into it, and then they dust the chicken floss all the way on top.
Yes.
What is missing, as compared to what we had just now, was that slice of cheese in the middle.
Yes.
Remember, we were saying that we can put like cheese inside, ham inside, and then chicken floss on top, right? They're missing out the cheese.
So apparently, there's a lot of hype around this particular bread that we got, among not only the staff there, but also based on online reviews. So very high expectations. Actually, right, this is my favorite chicken floss item out of the batch. The chicken floss and the mayonnaise are predominantly sweet. I like that the chicken ham adds a layer of savouriness, because the rest of the other dishes, they are sweet. They're just sweet. Yeah, but I wish the bread was fluffier, less dense, less heavy.
What I like about this is that the ham is big enough, so when you get a chunk of it, right, that saltiness kind of balances out the sweetness. I think for this episode, right, the whole theme was balance. When you want to have something savory, you want to have something sweet. But sweetness cannot overpower the savoriness and vice versa. But having said that, I'm not a fan of sweet chicken floss. I like the salty ones. Those that you would probably have with your porridge. I like
Fair
those
enough.
more than the sweet ones.
C. Okay, we see our favorite first. I don't even know the name of it.
Okay, ready?
Garlic
Sausage.
parmesan chicken sausage.
Sausage.
It's not that hard.
We finished the whole bread eh?
We finished the whole thing.
Yeah, that's our favorite.
Yeah.
Chicken Vienna with cheese. And then
Oh,
the
that's
last
good.
one is the
Parmesan cheese chicken ham.
Parmesan chicken ham cheese.
I think Swee Heng's range of breads, right, are very nostalgic.
Right.
And they have a very nice range of different breads that are suitable for different ages. Like what
True.
you say, the mayo and ketchup things that we don't like
Yeah.
will cater to the kids. The more savory stuff like the Parmesan cheese chicken ham
Yeah.
are things that adults will go for.
Swee Heng has got a huge range that caters primarily to families. Where you need to buy, when you need a one-stop shop to buy things for your kids, to buy things for yourself for breakfast the next day. Finally enough, right, Swee Heng also has the more atas branch, right?
Oh yeah.
Swee Heng in 1989.
Yes.
They have more upscale breads over there. If you want us to cover Swee Heng 1989, let us know in the comment section down below and we'll try everything for you on your behalf also. Thank you guys for watching this episode of eBook Tries Everything. If you like this video, you can watch more of our videos over there.
And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Bye-bye! Eat more bread!
Bye!
Eat less of ketchup and mayonnaise. It's not good for you.
I think just too much of bread is not good also.
I think so too.
Yeah.